Hello and welcome back to Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. We're in the episode we played through Chapter 5, and today we'll be playing through the 6th chapter of the game, Traveling Companions? I don't know. Let's return to the clock shop, which we gotta head on straight in this direction. Oh great, it's you again.
Alright, what mischief did you get yourselves into?
Excuse me, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No point playing innocent, boy. Old Stashin Scarfin knows more than you think. They might be, excuse me, slightly obscure, but I do have eyes, you know. And these eyes can see right. They can see that the laws are right on your tail. I don't follow. Say no more, boy. Just know that I'm always on your side. If you call me, I'll come running.
Oh, thanks, I guess.
Well, we ought to be off now, Luke. I have the feeling that things are about to get interesting.
Okay, sure thing. Luke, do you remember the secret knock Big Luke used when we last tried to enter the clock shop?
Of course. Allow me, Professor. Come on in.
Not that complicated of a secret knock, but, you know.
Welcome back, Professor.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Where is Cog, by the way?
Oh, same place as always. In the back, tinkering with that clock.
Great. Hey, Cog. Do we have to solve a certain amount of puzzles, or can you just send us back to the future?
Welcome back, you two. I take it you found the information you were after?
We did. Hopefully Luke's not tired of waiting for us back in the future.
Yes, we mustn't keep young.
Well, that's not... You realize you can just go back to, like, a minute after you... No, sorry. Like, 3 seconds after you left the first time? And he won't have waited for any time at all? Like,
Young sir? Oh, did I curse? Did I just call Luke sir? Sorry, it's an old habit from being in the service industry. My mind's just not as sharp as it used to be, you know? I make mistakes like that often. Someone's at the door. You can't just force your way onto private property. It's illegal, not to mention ungentlemanly.
Madam, but I'm no gentleman. I'm an officer of the law, and I'm here on an important investigation.
What's Inspector Cherry doing here?
You told us, didn't you, Inspector? Be that as it may, Spring is right. Forcing your way in here is quite rude. Say what you will, Layton. The fact remains that our Prime Minister is missing, and if I have to crash a few parties to find it, then that's how it has to be. And I'll keep crashing them until you lay your cards on the table, Layton. All of them. And... yep, here comes Flora.
And you too, Luke. Flora! You two ran off and left me on my own again. After I made you those nice cucumber sandwiches.
Cucumber sandwiches? Flora, please try to understand. We just didn't want to put you in a dangerous situation.
I don't buy it. The reason you won't save me is because you think I'll get in the way. No, that's all I did at all.
Flora, you have to understand. You could be put in harm's way. It's for your safety that
I don't know anyone else in this town. What am I supposed to do when you two run off? Stare at the wall? Oh no, that's really fun. And by really fun, I mean not fun at all. When you put it that way, I can see where you're coming from.
Now, Luke, listen here. You know, Layton, I think the girl has a point. You may be leaving her behind out of concern, but it doesn't mean much if it upsets her, so... Inspector, you too?
Sorry to butt in, but we gotta get a show on the road. We can't keep Luke waiting any longer. I have to start her up now.
But there are several people here who have nothing to do with the matter at hand.
As far as I'm concerned, the more people we've got, the merrier.
That's ridiculous. I beg you to reconsider. Layton, I don't know what exactly the master plan here is to stop future evil, Layton, but he's right. The more people we have to help us out here, the better. Even Inspector Chelmy, he's nice in this game now. He's actually kind of nice compared to how he was in the first 2 games. So, you know, he'll probably be helpful. Flora, I mean, if you went through the trouble and all the BS of the first game to rescue her from the top of that cottage, she better have an important role to play in this game too. Especially since she wasn't even in the last game as far as we're concerned, because she was kidnapped and impersonated by Don Paolo for most of it. Anyway, hold on, what for? Yeah, remember when I told you that where he's trapped in the future? Well, that wasn't a lie. Yeah.
Okay, end of the line. Everyone out.
What in the world just happened?
My stomach's doing backflips again.
What was all that? Step outside and see for yourself, Inspector. That should serve as a sufficient explanation. I don't know what you're getting at, but fine. Barton, let's step outside.
Just a moment, sir. I'm feeling a touch queasy. Actually, make that quite queasy.
Pull yourself together, Constable. We're going out.
Please, don't jostle me. I'm feeling a bit green. Are you okay, Flora?
It was a rather shaky trip.
I'll say, time travel really takes it out of you.
I'm a bit dizzy.
And thus she sunk into the floor.
Oh no, someone catch her!
Are guess no one caught her. Alright. Catch up with the inspector. The party's expanding. Now we got Layton, Luke, Flora, and Iago the parrot. Great. And then here's the whole crew out here. Okay, well, we caught up with the inspector. Layton, what's all this? What happened to London?
We're still in London, Inspector. We've just been transported 10 years into the future.
But that's impossible, isn't it? Or is it possible, Layton?
One thing is for certain. We're no longer in the London we knew.
Well, there will be time for debate once my work is done. I seem to recall you saying something about the Prime Minister being trapped in the future, yes?
Yes, I'm by no means certain, but it remains a definite possibility.
Well then, what are we standing around here for? The hunt is on, Barton. We're off to find the Prime Minister.
You know, Inspector, we may have better luck tracking him down if we work together on the case.
That's enough from you, Layton. The fact remains that you're a civilian. I'll handle this on my own. Yeah, because you've done such a bang-up job of handling things on your own up until this point. Yeah, okay. Return to the investigation. And what exactly? Okay, where is the investigation you want me to return to?
Where's the other Luke, Professor? Now that you mention it, we never decided on a meeting place. Perhaps it's time to pay Shipley a visit. Of course, he can get us in touch with Big Luke. Shall we head over to the arcade restaurant then?
Meet Shipley at the restaurant. So, can we just go back? I mean, I'm not gonna bother going now. Oh my god.
Hey, don't walk away from me. We got unfinished business here. Important unfinished business.
What might that be, Shipley? Or not Shipley, Stashin.
Yeah, well, look who's back.
Mr. Stashin-Scoffin?
The one and only. And who's your feathered friend here?
Oh, you mean Iago?
Ah, nice to meet you, What? Yeah, nice to meet you too, Bird. Say, seeing as how you're a dependable bunch, I got a favor to ask. Lately, I can't get enough mushrooms, especially this one little red delectable variety. That's where you come in. I'd like you to seek out one of those fine fungi and bring it around to me.
A little delectable red mushroom. I haven't a clue where we can pick up one of those.
What? Iago knows. Iago will go grab it. What? That's the kind of can-do attitude I like, Bird. But are you really up to the task?
Iago's no regular bird. This should be a snap for him.
Iago can now take on requests from people you meet during your adventure. Oh, fun. Now we can get fetch quests from the people in... Oh, I can't wait. Help Iago complete the task request in the parrot minigame of it. I'm not gonna... The more clever he becomes. If you complete enough requests, it'll start to help you find hidden hint coins. Oh yeah, we haven't really been searching for hint coins. Then again, we haven't needed any hint coins throughout this entire game so far, so... Yeah, we're not gonna bother doing that. No. No, thanks. I'm good. So what I was gonna say... Wait, we have to do this? We don't have to do this. No, this no way. No. This... We don't actually have to... We're not gonna waste time doing this, are we? Are we? Okay, so... Do we have to actually go find it, or we just have to go in here to... Your parrot has generously volunteered to serve as delivery bird. Unfortunately, the heavy items he has to carry make it hard for him to fly properly. Predict his flight path and help him to the recipient by making perches out of rope. What? Create a perch to your parrot by connecting these two posts with a rope. The number of ropes at your disposal changes with each delivery request. The position and angle of each perch will affect the trajectory of your parrot's flight. Build efficient perches that will help your parrot get to his destination as quickly as possible. Ropes can't intersect with each other. Also, you can't attach two ropes to the same post. Oh, what is... Okay, cool. I get it, thanks, I know, okay. So we have to complete this now, do we? Oh, God, okay. Oh my god, okay. Using the number of ropes available, guide the parrot to deliver the package. Sure. This sounds like fun. Okay. Well, if you go there, then we need to stop you there. Do you bounce? Like, how does this work? If I do that, are you gonna bounce up? Or are you gonna jump up over the thing? If you jump over the thing, then you'll slide down there. And then maybe you'll land here. Is this gonna work? Okay, bounces over there, slides down. Okay, yes, okay, that's great. We did it. Delivery complete. Fantastic. Okay, can we move on with our day now? Are we done? You've earned this person's gratitude with your expert delivery skills. Fantastic. Let's never do that again. Meet Shipley restaurant. Great, finally. We must make contact with Shipley before we do anything. It should be at the restaurant. Then let's go to the restaurant. Okay.
Ah, every time you talk to me, I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Quit it already.
Fantastic.
Hey there, folks. You look positively knackered. Have you been out walking all day? Yes, but I can't go into details. It's just that we've been on quite the journey. Ooh, is that so? What you really need to do is recharge a nice big meal. We don't serve hot food here. I'm supposed to go whip out one of your special ham sandwiches if you ask nicely. That sounds great. What makes it special? It's all about the order of the ingredients. Plus, it has an extra special secret ingredient. Now I just have to remember how to make the thing. How's it go again?
You know, I seemed to recall that we had to go to the restaurant to talk to Shipley. But then the game's like, no, you gotta go in here, gotta go into this building. But this building is not where we're... Can you make this exact sandwich? The ham goes above the potato salad. Okay, and this is a potato salad. Oh, I didn't mean to mess up that. Hold on, let's get, nope. There, yep, okay, there we go. Ham's above the potato salad. The only ingredient between the ham and the tomato is the lettuce. Okay, so put that, can I, there we go, okay. The ham, the lettuce is between the ham and the tomato. Neither the ham nor the cheese touches the bun. Okay. And neither the ham nor the lettuce is the very middle layer. Ah. So the lettuce can't be there. Oh, wait. So, oh, okay, that's an easy fix then. Because it doesn't have... If the game would let me... My god. Just... No, stop. I love it when puzzles challenge you because of BS controls. Okay, it's fine, we're fine. So what we're trying to do here is get the lettuce underneath. There we go, we did it, we done diddly did it. Oh my god, okay. Because it doesn't say it has to be directly above the potato salad, just it has to be above it. So if we put the lettuce there, then that still satisfies all the conditions. Correct?
This one's as good as solved.
There we go. Oh my
That's
god.
a relief.
What were those controls? Oh, that was so bad. That was bad. That was really bad. Okay. Great. We did it. Can I please go to the restaurant now? Just take me to... I don't care. Just go to the restaurant. Which is why I was trying to go in the first place, but then the game's like, hey, you don't want to go to the restaurant. Okay, go back. Do I have to go back this direction? Okay. Not here. That's the stupid B. I need to go... Wait. Okay, so no, it's not. So it is down through... Go here. Go through the arc... I just remembered something. What's that, Professor? You've neglected to explain the situation to Flora. You're right. It completely slipped my mind. No worries. I'm just happy to be along for the ride. And not, left behind as usual. Be that as it may, I think an explanation is in order. Let's stop by the hotel for a quick chat. Wow, my... Okay, Professor. Yeah. What happened to the last quest? You can't... You don't change quests in the middle... Okay. Sure thing, game. Sure. Let's go to the hotel. What? We're at the hotel. What do you want to do now? Do I have to talk to you? Let's talk to you. Let's just let it sleep. Guess I'm not talking to you. Let's talk to you.
I'm sorry, but only registered guests are permitted to enter that area. My name's Flora, and I'm a guest of the Professors and Luke's. Well, sort of. Actually, what really happened is I followed them here because they ran off without me. They're always doing that, and to be honest, it really hurts my feelings, and... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take up your time chattering up so much. Flora, what on earth are you going on about?
Don't mind her, Becky. Flora can be a bit awkward around new people.
Well, I would never pry into a guest's personal affairs. That's against hotel policy. I'll be off from now. Have yourselves a pleasant day.
Uh-huh.
I hope Becky doesn't look down on us for running on a floor.
Great. Alright, let's go. We're at the hotel room.
What a charming room.
I'm glad you like it, Flora. Be sure to give you one of your very own later.
Oh, no need for that. I'm happy to stay in this one with you two, but let's put up a screen.
I don't think those beds are big enough for any combination of you two to share a bed. What? What? How does that work? No. What? Just get another room. Okay, so my immediate thought process was, okay, so the only way that works is if you have two of these three people share a bed. But those beds do not look big enough to make that comfortable for any combination of the two of them. And then Flora here is like, oh, we'll just throw Luke on the chair. I'm sure he'll love that. What?
That's ridiculous. I'm way too big to fold myself into a chair. We can discuss this issue more later. For now, let's try to bring you up to speed, Flora. Alright, so what's the skinny? Right now, we are in a town that looks very much like London, but is fundamentally different. Make no mistake, the city is a far more dangerous place than our London. How so? What he's trying to say is that we've traveled through time. This London is 10 years in the future. What?
Did you not hear the explanation back at the clock shop?
According to him, in the 10 years between his time and ours, I became a rather unsavory individual. And here in the future, I rule over the city with an iron fist. This young man is working with us to try to stop my evil future self. Oh, that's an awfully complicated story. Did you follow all of it? Yeah, I think so. Can you imagine the professor as a crime boss? It's something I've just called to see. Oh, I just thought of something. What's up? If both you and the professor have counterparts here, I should too, right? Sure, I don't see why not. But you haven't seen future Flora here? Nope, not yet anyway. But didn't it strike you as strange you hadn't seen me?
Honestly, I thought that they just wrote you out of the game. Because it really felt like they just didn't have a use for your character anymore. Because the first game is like, oh, all the BS with the fake people in the town and the golden apple, and then the second game's like, alright, what do we do now? Plot device where she gets kidnapped by Don Pello. And this game is like, I don't know, she just doesn't exist anymore. We'll just pretend she never existed at all. But I guess not.
We had a lot going on since we came here. We haven't really had much time. I guess I just thought the two of you would have been more concerned about my well-being in the future. There, dear, don't get upset now. What do you say we brighten up those spirits with a trip to one of the best restaurants in the city? Oh, that sounds wonderful, let's go. Phew, nice day, Professor.
That trip sure was worth it.
Well, look who's here.
Say hello to Dean Delmona. You keep getting sidetracked.
Dean Delmona.
Oh, Francis, seeing you here, Herschel. Have you been well?
Yes, thank you. You're looking quite well yourself, spry even.
Oh, heavens, this old man's growing older by the day. One look at my head of white hair will tell you that.
Ah, yes. I thought something was different about you.
Some people say silver hair makes a man look distinguished, but I was partial to my brown hair. You know, Herschel, London's full of people quick to sully your name, but I don't believe in one of them.
That was quite a shock, Professor. We saw the Dean only hours ago, yet he's aged a full 10 years. Yes, time certainly appears to have left its mark on the Dean. Is something the matter? Not at all. I just needed a moment to think. Let's be on our way.
Great. Can we finally go to the arcade, or are we gonna get sidetracked for the 1000th time? Into the restaurant we go. Okay. We have arrived. We have finally arrived at the restaurant. Let's talk to you.
Greetings, Shipley.
Excellent time, Professor. I just received a message for you from Luke. He would like you to go to the observatory in the park north of here. See that you're not followed. Easier said than done, but alright.
This park is the one on the road that joins Flatstone Street with Midland Road, correct?
That's the one. Luke will be there waiting for you.
Why do we need to make sure we're not being followed? It sounds like someone out there may be monitoring our movements. Flora, are you paying attention to what's being said? This is very important.
Of course I'm listening.
Moving around as a group of people make us more conspicuous.
Plus the parrot.
I know you don't want to be left alone, but I think it'd be best if you waited for us at the hotel.
What? Look. If you... Either commit or don't. If you want her to be a part of the game, make her a part of the game. It would be great if she actually had an important role to play in the game. If you don't want to make her a part of the game, okay. Fine, I guess. Just, you know, she doesn't exist anymore. Whatever. You cannot go halfway. You can't have it such that she's in the future, she comes along in the adventure, and then just does diddly-do for the whole plot. I will withhold judgment until we get to the end of the game in case she ends up saving the day later, but it doesn't seem like, the writers seem like, it's like they keep passing the baton back and forth like, okay, you take the writer's staff now, alright. I want Flora along the adventure for the future. And then they give it back to someone else, like, okay, well, I don't. Go back to the hotel. And then they give it back to, like, no, she's coming with us after the hotel. It's like, da-da-da-da-da. It's just a really annoying song and dance. But whatever. Okay.
No, I'm coming with you. Now, Flora. Oh, come on, Professor. Let her come along. We'll do our best to be steady on our way to the park. I don't know about this. It'll be fine. Besides, it might be more dangerous to leave Flora all by herself. I suppose you might have a point. Where we're headed could lead us into some very dangerous situations. Are you sure you want to come along with us? Of course I do, I'm not scared. Well, that settles it. Let's get along. Sorry, Luke, but we've got no choice but to put our dinner plans on hold again. I understand, Professor. No one wants to eat more than I do, but we shouldn't keep Luke waiting. Well, then what are we waiting for? Off we go.
Okay, so I guess, this is what I mean. They just keep passing the baton back and forth. Like, no, you're staying here, no, you're coming with us. No, you're staying here, no, you're coming with us. Just make up your mind and commit. I don't care either way, but just commit. So we probably should talk to Inspector Chelmy. Let's talk to you. You there with a shady expression. Look me in the eyes when I talk to you.
I'm reading here. Why don't you buzz off?
Listen, Hooligan, I'm acting under the authority of Scotland Yard. I demand that you comply with my investigation.
Scotland Yard? Pfft, big deal. It's been years since the police had any power in this town.
No power, you say? You do well to take a close look at the fellow before you. The very set of these fist-sent thugs running for the hills. Do they now? Are you sure about that?
Well, everybody, settle down. Somebody help me. This weirdo's getting too close for comfort.
Inspector, calm yourself.
Hmm? Ah, Luke, not now, lad. I'm putting a screw to this dubious fellow here.
Inspector, please. I can vouch for this man. He's an ordinary citizen.
Oh, so he's a friend of yours, Layton? Just did so earlier. You're off the hook, newspaper boy, but listen well, because I'll say this only once.
Thanks, I'm listening.
The soul of Scotland Yard and what it stands for is immortal, even in a corrupt pit of depravity like this. Now, excuse me, I've got an investigation to attend to. Good day, Layton.
Phew. They saved me from that loon. It was all that gibberish about Scotland Yard. Oh, the inspector doesn't mean any harm. He just tends to get a little worked up.
I'm glad I stopped for that. Okay, so we have to keep going north to get to the observatory? Alright, well, let's keep on heading along, I suppose. Oh, wait, no, it's back in this direction. I didn't look at the map. Okay, we have to head over here. This is the observatory. Let's go.
I can't seem to open the door to the observatory.
Is that so?
It appears that a puzzle is locking this door. I guess you're right. Maybe not, Luke. I'll solve this puzzle and have us through the door before you know it.
Move the red and blue blocks to their respective spaces. Tap the arrow buttons at the bottom to rotate the playing field by 90 degrees. Blocks fall downward when there's nothing underneath them. Okay. So, the left... So, I'm assuming... I'm just gonna try this once to make sure I know how this actually works. If I hit the left button, that's gonna turn it clockwise, correct? Can I... Yes, okay, so it turns it clockwise, great. So nothing happens so far. Wait, can I just keep doing this? Because eventually both of these will fall and then turn in that direction. And then if I rotate it again, they'll fall here, or here to here, and then they'll just fall in that direction. So if I just keep doing this... Yeah, they just... Wow, okay.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
That was...
Well, that's settled.
Deceptively easy. How many moves did it take you with True Master Consul's puzzle? I literally just hit the left button 5 times in a row. That was not that complicated.
That did it, Luke. The lock isn't disabled. And the door is open.
Then let's step inside. Hello, Luke. Or old Luke.
Thank you for meeting me here. I know it's a bit out of the way. I wanted to make sure you weren't followed, and this place afforded me the best for you to do that. Have you made any progress in your investigation? We've encountered so many unexpected turns, but I hope it is going well. I can't believe I'm meeting Luke from the future. Flora, it's you. I didn't recognize you there for a moment. You'll have to excuse me, but this is all a bit unexpected. That's know that some things never change. I see you're still easily flustered. You want to talk? As I recall, you're pretty easily flustered yourself. But it's good to see you. You look well. Yes, Flora would be one of the unexpected turns in question. Inspector Chelmy and Barton are here as well. Well, I'm not too surprised by the inspector's arrival. The man lives for police work. Are you saying you expected him to tail us back here? Expected? No. But I acknowledge it as a possibility. Enough chatter for now. We need to discuss how we're going to get into Chinatown. We haven't a chance of getting through unless we get those guards to leave the gate. And you found a way to lure them away, haven't you? Yes. See, the guards don't hang around the area all the time. They only man the positions there when Layton tells them to. In other words, my future self has some reason to post watchmen in the area. I confess that could be my fault. I've been doing a lot of reconnaissance in the area and may have been spotted. Anyway, the crucial point is to take away is that the guards will leave their posts if the boss says to. I understand, but how do we get my future self to issue that order? Luckily, Layton almost never interacts directly with his low-level grunts. Instead, he has a lieutenant. Boss will give out the orders. I'm sure you remember him. He was the giant thug giving orders at the casino. Ah, yes, I know who you're talking about. If the thugs by the gate here, boss will tell them to get lost, I'm sure they'll abandon their posts. Then we all...
Oh, that's a mail notification.
Then all we need to do is record Bolster's voice and play it back for the guards. Well done, little Luke. But have you figured out how to reproduce Bolster's voice? I seem to remember you picking up a new friend near the river who boasts impressive vocal talent.
Oh my god, the parrot! The parrot's gonna have a payoff. Okay, that's actually awesome. That's actually the writers finally figured out what Chekhov's gun is. And they actually figured out how to have setups and payoffs that actually make sense. What do you know? Never thought I'd see the day.
That could prove quite difficult. Nah, get lost to summing up a catchphrase or bolster. He's always yelling it. I spent quite a few afternoons spying on the man. He uses it at least a dozen times a day. That's not a very nice thing to say. But he's not a very nice fellow, as you may have noticed. That catchphrase is all taken in Chinatown. You should start looking for him immediately. Alright, Buster's likely somewhere in the vicinity of the casino. Heading back to that area is a dangerous route, but we should start our search for him there.
Yeah, I definitely like this method better. The shorter chapters, tightly crafted puzzles, and story details instead of just lengthy, drawn-out things. For these games, at least. Anyway, that'll be for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. Goodbye.